What's up, you guys? It is Shacey Bender Gaming. I'm Cheyenne.
And I'm Sierra, and welcome back to this week's gaming video.
Literally, please don't look at my hair. It looks so bad and nobody told me. Today we're gonna be talking about The Sims 4 because with everything surrounding werewolves right now and the fact that the pack will be released in a few days, we wanted to make a video on it. Especially because we're kind of excited about it and I feel like it's bigger Sims news now. Plus, we don't really get to film videos about the Sims that often, so we wanted to talk about it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get this out of the way, this video is going to be more of an opinion-based video rather than informational. So even though we're going to have like information about the pack in the video, like if you want like actual information to stay like up to date with everything that has been spoken about with the pack, I would just go watch Pixelade.
That's what I was just gonna say. Go watch a Pixelade video. He posts like literally every couple hours with new updates. That's how we've been staying up to date with our Sims news.
Yeah, I'll probably put his channel in the description, so you guys can go look at that if you want all the information.
The first thing that we wanted to talk about was the werewolves and cats and everything like that, and what our opinions are on how the werewolves look and everything.
At first, I really hated them. I will be honest. Like, when I saw them, I'm like, they look more like cats because their heads looked so small in the trailer. I wasn't very fond of the ears that they kept showing in the trailer as well. They had these really thin, pointy ones, which made them look even more like cats. But as time went on, I think I like them a lot more, and I'm actually excited for the cast.
Especially after seeing all the customization options and how you actually can make a scary werewolf. It's not all furry-like or cutesy. I was very pleased with it, to say the least. Something that I'm still unhappy with when it comes to the werewolves look is the legs and feet. I don't know why. It looks really awkward to me, and I just don't like it. I love the top half. I love the faces, the heads, I like the torso, and I like the upper body sculpt, but like the legs are, I'm sorry,
weird.
They're horrendous.
I know that they're supposed to be, they took a humanoid route, but the legs are too human because like dogs and like wolves and stuff have a very specific type of like, I think that the calves should have been like more diagonal, if that makes any sense, being like not just straight down but like facing the other direction, like a wolf's legs, just slightly, so it's like slightly bent-ish,
kind of like a Mr. Tumnus kind of thing with the legs.
We're not gonna get everything that we want,
but honestly, compared to the last Sims games, I think they look a whole lot better, and I'm honestly overall really pleased with the look of them. I think that a lot of them are super cute, and I like that, but I also love the really scary looking ones that we've seen so far.
And the last thing I want to touch on with the cast is the clothing items. I think what actually was like the worst part about this whole thing was the trailer. That is what made me feel like this is not gonna be good because of what they were showing in the trailer with the way that they looked. When I saw more posts about the werewolves and stuff in a live stream, I felt a lot better about it, but at the same time I was still like iffy about the clothes. But I guess it's like, you know, it's optional, so it's okay. If you want clothes, you can have it. If you don't, I don't know if I would personally have clothes on the werewolves. It's again, that's more furry, like in my opinion, but you can make it look good, so I'm more open about it.
I also think the idea of putting clothes on the werewolves is pretty cool, to be honest, and I like that we have that option to do that. Of course, not all outfits can be put on the werewolves, and you can't put shoes on them, I think they said, but I think it depends on what you put on them, because sometimes like it looks a little weird, I think, but that's just because it's like clothes on a werewolf dog humanoid thing.
Yeah, you know? And I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't allow all the items to be like fit to werewolves because of the fact that I don't think that werewolves should wear shoes. Like, you know, like that would just be weird, and I think that that is crossing the line where that would make it more human rather than werewolf. And they already went a humanoid route, so I don't want more of that, you know? The next thing that we wanted to touch on is just the style of the new world, which is called Moonwood Mill. I think that it looks great, honestly, and I think that it's gonna look really good with the lunar cycles that we're going to be getting.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, and the whole style is kind of like grunge, I would say. I think that it looks really good for what they're going for.
I feel like it's a more punk version of eco lifestyle.
Honestly, yeah. Because, you know, a lot of the items that I saw in Build and Buy, it was very, like, a lot of the stuff was broken. Like, looking like, you know, it's been, like, scratched up, but it works for the pack, so, because, you know, if you didn't watch the live stream, it's like the werewolves were breaking everything on a rampage, so that kind of works, you know, gives the items character, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's really fun. And also, I think that with the new Build and Buy, people are going to be able to make so many, like, cool new things when it comes to homes or just, like, buildings and locations in general. Like, there's so much that you can do with the new stuff. Like, I think it'd be really cool. The next thing that we want to talk about are the werewolves themselves with gameplay, the interactions, mechanics, etc.
I honestly am really happy with the way that werewolves work. With the fury, the temperaments. I don't know what they were talking about. I don't understand it yet because the pack didn't come out and they didn't really get to touch on this that much, but they were talking about like greater blood and like stuff like that. I don't really know what that means yet, but I just feel like what they have going on is very complex. I like the system. It's just like vampires and Realm of Magic. And, you know, you can get different skills. You know, that whole chart thing where you can earn different things. I like it. I think that it's going to work very well. And I think that the temperaments really intrigue me from what we've seen. But with the new interactions, again, we didn't really see much of it yet. But, you know, you could spar with other werewolves and stuff, which I think that's pretty cool. And then, you know, you can do different trials to get into whatever pack.
The only thing that was in the live stream that was a little awkward. Now, the animations, the new animations are effing amazing. Like, they look so good. But there's a lot of issues with these kind of like animations and stuff where there's no fluidity, and that's with everything in The Sims 4. It's like your sim will have like a certain emotion, but it doesn't carry throughout every single thing they do. And I noticed that in the live stream, the werewolf, its fury was all the way up to the max, and it was going on a rampage, and it was like jumping all over the place. It was like scary, and it was really cool.
It was running on all fours, but then it went downstairs, and so then it just got right back up and started walking normally like a human.
And then it started to glitch out, and then the werewolf was trying to jump down the stairs and then walking normal, like with no emotion, and then doing it again. It was like very weird. Hopefully that gets fixed before it's released on Thursday.
Because it looked really odd. Maybe we can show a clip on the screen, but it was interesting. Like, again, the animation of the werewolf being on all fours, being like really angry and like running around and stuff was great, but it was so weird to watch. It switched from that to just randomly just standing up straight and like walking down the stairs normally like a sim.
And also, I wish there was more for toddlers and children. I wish that toddlers, or at least children, would have been able to go into werewolf form, but again, that's
it's the
not
Sims
possible. Yeah.
All occults, they can only really become them when they're teenagers.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate. But at least there are some toddler and children interactions.
And we get that cute new bassinet. It looks so cute. And the thing is, like, I'm talking about this and I don't even know if I'm really gonna get the pack. Like, everyone should wait to see like what this is really gonna be like, but I think that everything seems really promising. So
yeah, like honestly, this pack could be better than Vampires, which is like bizarre to say because Vampires is so good, but it could be better than Vampires. It has the potential to be. It looks great from what we've seen so far,
and I think some of the gurus were even saying that it was better than Vampires. One thing I wanted to talk about is how it measures up to other packs, in the sense, like, I have never been this excited for a pack in a while. They haven't been that great with their advertising recently. I'll say that.
Yeah.
They did a lot for this pack. So there was a lot of build up and getting the Sims community involved and trying to like figure things out.
Yeah, with all the hints, it was building up for like weeks, and it was honestly super exciting. And as like every couple hours I'd be seeing like a new Pixelade video, jumping to go click and watch, and there was always something new being revealed like every single day, and it was really cool.
Yeah, because the thing is, I'll say this, I've never been this intrigued or excited about a Sims pack within the past couple years, honestly. They've been going on a downward spiral, I feel like, but I feel like this pack could really pick things back up. After My Wedding Stories, they really have to bring it. They really do.
Yeah, because even to this day, My Wedding Stories is still broken AF. It's just a micromanagement wedding simulator. I don't know. I wish it was different. I wish that it wasn't so micromanaged. Like, I wish that could be like an option for maybe people that do like Sims stories or stuff like that. But like for normal gameplay, it just doesn't really work. It's really awkward, and it's like they'll do an action and then pausing and all that stuff. So like My Wedding Stories was a really big letdown, and so people are scared to buy packs and kits and or anything from The Sims because My Wedding Stories was such a broken pack and it was such a big flop.
The next thing I want to just, talk about is whether the pack seems promising or not to us. And obviously, you could tell by what we've stated that it does seem promising. I think that there is a lot of potential with this pack, and one thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that I think it's so cool that they have the one main aspiration that you select and create a sim, and once you go into the game, you can go down 4 different paths. You can choose which one you want to go down, so things are more story driven and connected to your sim in particular, which I think is really great.
One thing I don't like though about this pack is that it's very lore driven, and so if you don't care about the lore, you literally can't avoid it anyway, even if you don't care about it. Because for example, you can't create your own werewolf pack. You only can choose from the 2 existing ones because the whole pack is based on the lore. And I had a fear of this because with all the hints they were giving, it was so much lore. And I was like, yes, great, we love lore, we want lore in The Sims 4, we need lore. But I had this fear that it was going to be so much lore that it was going to limit gameplay. And already, as we've seen, it has. Because now there's no new lot traits, there can't be a werewolf hangout lot trait because there are only these 2 locations and these 2 packs in Moonwood Mill. And so that really sucks, and people are really upset about it.
I really don't like that because it's not just the whole thing where, you can't have like hangouts and stuff. When I picture a werewolf pack, I picture families. You can't be your own like family werewolf pack or anything. You have to be in Moonwood Mill and you have to choose which of the 2 packs you want to join, which really does suck. And honestly, that is probably like the biggest issue that I see with this. It's just kind of disappointing.
And I remember someone saying that when Pixelade was doing his live stream while watching The Sims 4 Werewolves live stream, someone said, did someone say it during that? Or like, I don't know, but someone said that the pack was very self-contained and it's an issue throughout the whole entire Sims 4. That all the packs are very self-contained to that world and you can't really venture out and have it be in any other world. And it sucks for the way that we play because a lot of the time when we have occult Sims, we actually like to have them like try to blend in
to
with
society
and have everything private and like hidden in their own world
so they can live a double life. I think that is like one of the funnest ways to play. But if I got werewolves, if I had the pack and I was trying to play, I wouldn't want to be in Moonwood Mill all the time. If I had a sim that didn't live there, I'd basically be missing out on literally everything because it's not like I could have my own pack and I can't do everything that I would like to because I'm not living there.
Plus, all of the features pretty much with werewolves
are
in Moonwood Mill. And so that really sucks because you can't do anything else. Like, you can't, like, with the underground tunnels, well, that makes sense with that, but still, a lot of the stuff is just in that world.
I don't even know, there's like gonna be a new hangout option where you can just like lean up against different places. I saw it had a werewolf leaning up on a tree, and then what they really showed was the werewolf leaning up on that trailer. But the thing is like, can you even do that outside of those spots in that world? I don't know.
Probably not.
There's just a lot of things to worry about. There are so many good things about it, but there are so many disappointing things at the same time. So I feel a bit torn, but mostly excited. The last thing we want to talk about, which is going to be very brief, is the messy live stream. Sims 4 live streams are supposed to be showing you what you're going to be getting so you know whether you want to buy it or not, and they're trying to make you want to buy it. But it was so messy. They had technical difficulties, so they started later than they should have, but also only had that same time window to get it done, so they didn't get their full amount of time to show off the pack, which was awful.
Yeah. So by the end of the stream, they were really rushing to show everything, and they didn't get to show us everything, and it was very messy, very rushed. I know it's not their fault. EA is just not giving Maxis what they need to succeed and show off the product, and that really, really sucks. It was just an absolute mess near the end, and that was really where things were getting good. They were showing actual gameplay with the werewolves, with fury, with temperaments, with werewolf interactions.
Yeah. Because the thing is that they were going slow at first because that's the pace that they should have been going at. Well, because of the technical difficulties, they came back like minutes later, and like everything was like, it was slow, and then all of a sudden at the end really fast. If they start 15 minutes later than they should have, why would they end at the same time that they were going to if they had those 10 minutes to talk about everything? It just doesn't make sense.
And then there was the whole crazy nose comment that was in there, which offended a lot of people, which is just another thing on top of everything else with the whole messy live stream.
So that's all we really wanted to talk about today. Sorry to end on a bit of a sad note, I guess, but that's where we're gonna leave it. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell us what you think about the pack so far, if you're gonna pre-order it or not. We're probably not even going to get the pack anyway,
Yeah,
so we can't say whether we're gonna pre-order it or not.
Yeah, because we play on a really old computer that like can't hold any more packs.
Yeah, that's why we don't even film gameplay videos. I would love to play The Sims on YouTube.
Yeah.
I could literally film for hours if I was doing that. But sadly, I can't. And because of the fact that our laptop is so old.
Maybe in the future, eventually, there will be some way that we could do Sims videos with actual gameplay, but at the moment, that's just not possible. Also, we're going to be trying to upload more on this channel and on our main channel now that summer has started, that we're not busy trying to get a bunch of schoolwork done at the same time, because we barely uploaded all year long.
Yeah, I don't even know how many we uploaded. Honestly, it's probably in the single digits. It's not very good. I was also sorry if you can hear dogs barking outside. How fitting.
The same thing happened like last summer, where like we were like, oh my gosh, we want to like film a bunch of videos, and then bad things happened. Our cat passed away. It was like a lot, and so then we didn't get to make a bunch of videos as we wanted to because we needed time to mourn and just like, you know, take some time off from YouTube. We just really didn't get to upload last summer. As far as we know, we're gonna be uploading more and trying to upload way more consistently.
Yeah, hopefully there will be uploads for both channels every week, possibly, because we'll have a lot of time on our hands. I think that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you like our channel. We have a main channel. Go check it out. Link in the description below.
God bless you. Jesus loves you. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!